Hi, welcome to Quant Lab. One of the most common challenges that I hear out in the community is when trying to build an algorithmic trading system is the front end part of it, which is people usually figure out that for broker integration they have a broker APIs for doing backtesting, this backtesting APIs or backtesting libraries in Python, and then you have different libraries in Python for doing different stuff like data processing, all of that. There's forecasting libraries like machine learning, there's more traditional quantitative finance stuff out there. So there's a good amount of discussion that happens in that space. And when people approach me with a requirement, they say that I want to build this. They have a mental picture in mind कि क्या करना है मेरे को क्या बनाना है, but usually they describe it in 2-3 lines without trying to capture a little bit of more nuances. तो उसमें the challenge comes is when they hire a freelancer, they are not able to explain to the freelancer what the work is. They don't have a working prototype, and then there's a problem. So what if you had a simple tool, which is what this video is about, where you can prototype a sample application that can help you take trades and execute some ideas and see some past report, etc. So what I'm showing you today is a very simple tool that uses AI to help you prototype or build front end. Actually, this can be used to build complete full stack web applications, but the idea is to use this to build some sort of a finance dashboard or a stock market dashboard. So what I'm going to do is I will help go and build a trade journaling system as a front end only component, so that anybody who downloads can upload a CSV, and they have they can visualize things on this front end. Using this, you should be able to explain and build your own prototype, like order management system or some sort of a loss management system or whatever जो भी system आप बनाना चाह रहे हैं. So let's dive in. This is called Bolt.new. The website is very straightforward, Bolt.new, and we'll not get into any complexities of deployment, database or anything. We'll just build a simple trade journaling software. So I will say I want to build a trade journaling system that can capture my trades by taking CSV uploads. The upload will have data for the trade, including buy, sell information. What I want and by the way, I'm doing all this real time. This is not done. You can see this is all literally a live website. मैं reload करके भी दिखा देता हूँ क्योंकि some people are like error आ रहा है and all. कुछ नहीं है. This is all live, running full screen mode. There's nothing pre-running or something like that. So what I want the tool to do is keep everything in front end without giving me a need for API or database. The only place it can use APIs is Y Finance to pull data. Simple. I'm telling it that don't use anything external, just use Yahoo Finance, which is free. So this should all be free. कोई database नहीं, कुछ नहीं. I am doing this for simplicity. Don't design it this way. The idea is prototype, to be able to explain your idea. That's the concept. Okay, so I've pulled this in, and let's start. इतने से start करते हैं. Let's see how to increment this. So let's see. What I've done is I've entered this. Let's see कि result आता है. इसके आगे. So I'll click the next button, and this is all I've given. I've not given any additional input, no information about database, nothing. So now what this system is doing is generating full code. I'm sure you guys have used ChatGPT to generate code. No need to do that. This is just giving you all of the code. You can still go to ChatGPT to improve all of this. But what it is doing is it is building the whole front end for you. We don't need to know all the front end stack and all that. It can help you prototype. This is not like a perfect tool because it can give you some errors once in a while. But if you take little help from here, little help from, I don't know, if your children are studying in computer science, थोड़ा उनसे help ले लो, थोड़ा ChatGPT से help ले लो, so you can prototype your idea very well. And the left side is what it is showing you that it's doing. The best part is this, that with just one simple statement, I have been able to generate this. Now there's no information, it will need a CSV with that data. So I'm gonna just say that, pre-populate this system with sample data from Indian stock market for 1 year showing the tool capability. Okay. I'm just adding key sample data डाल लो तो result है. It's just basically it's gonna upload some sample data somewhere, like just a random crypto का data डाल रहा है वो. It is taking some random information, support level hits and taking some notes etc etc. तो यहाँ पे कुछ TCS है, TCS. It's very interesting to see all of this data getting generated, and then it will just show you the preview in a more detailed way, and then I'll explain ki ho raha hai, what is happening, how can you improve it further if you need more changes. So this is a this category of tools and software is called a low code tool. So they have done a very diverse stock selection, Reliance, HDFC, TCF, test trading scenarios, and ideally this should work. When you first open the application, let's just reload. Okay, I don't see why it did not reload. So I'm doing this live, which could be the reason. It did not reload with sample data. Maybe I need to run something like this again. Yeah, so it determined. So see, again, this was a live scenario. I had not planned for this, but it did not reload the sample data. Again, sample data की need नहीं आनी चाहिए. But basically I told it and it determined कि कुछ local storage का problem है and reload कर रहा है sample data to try to do the same thing again. Maybe it works, maybe it does not. I don't know. If it does not work, we'll see. We'll see if we can get it to work with it did work. So now you see what you have is you have a simple trade journaling system. There's a PNL there, there's profitable trades and win rate. This is a basic system, right? It looks pretty nice in terms of prototyping. Now let's improve this. Capture the profits and show options for visualization. Okay, simple as that. Also add an option to manually add trades. Show chart that is showing the annual trades, and then the chart has filters to select profitable loss making trades. So I've given it some criteria कि just थोड़ा incrementally improve करें. Now what it's gonna do is all the code that it has generated, it's gonna process my notes and it is going to create visualization and manual trade entry option. It has added the dependencies. पूरा just code को reset कर लेगा वो अपने आप से, whatever parts it needs to reset. Now this tool can have a little bit of, initially from a pricing perspective, I'll show you that this is free. This is like 150,000 token per day, which I'm gonna hit probably in this demo, which is why I could not pre-plan this demo. And if you upgrade, you pay like 10 million tokens, which is something like $20. So okay, I don't know what this is doing. So it's giving me some error. What happened? So again, certain errors, some errors, which is fine. I'm ready to assist you. Restarted the development server. Okay, let's see. All right. No, it did not restart. There's no trade or something. There is no update for the chart and new feature added. So basically something went wrong and I'm not sure what. That's the point. Now I'm live prototyping, so there are some glitches, I understand that. It's just re-updating the code because probably it does not have the context. So this is a small flaw in the system. I wouldn't say flaw, it's more of a feature that it's not tracking the chat nicely. So it's redoing what it has already done, which it should not, ideally speaking. It's generating a lot of data again and again, which is not good from a user standpoint, because this ideally what is happening is in my settings, tokens, this number is going to keep on increasing shortly. There are some feature previews which is not important. It can connect to Netlify, Supabase, which is more like a database and all that, but let's see what it does. So hopefully it will add a chart component this time. Maybe I did not specify adding some sort of a manual trade entry component here. I see. So yeah, perfect. So right, so there's a chart component added here. Now this chart component can be revise this chart to give options to show equity curves, right? Equity curves are very common in some sort of a trade journaling scenario. So now what it will do is it will again go back to the part of the code and see that how it's gonna need equity curve, enhance multiple chart with multiple equity curves. I don't know if the equity curves word is understood by it or not, I'm guessing. So the whole point of this story is what I'm trying to build live is that you have to know a little bit what you're knowing and let the tool guide you. When you see some flaws that it's moving, you have to course correct by specifying it more entry. But let's see what it gives me. So it gave me good options. So I have a, some sort of drawdown chart, which I did not specify, but great. It understood that somewhere equity curves and drawdowns have some sort of a relation. By stock, I don't think this kind of chart makes sense because it's a quantity. So it needs to show me a different chart. And again, I have not said that. Let me see if I can try. Buy stock option is weird. Line chart is not the right choice. Give me options. So it's gonna probably, okay, I have hit some rate limit, which is expected for a free tool. Yeah, I think I've hit the daily limit. I have not hit the monthly limit, but I've hit the daily limit. So maybe once I come back in the next video, I can fix this up. But I hope you guys have got the idea what we're trying to do. You can actually export, download the entire code and give it to your developer. Say, hey, this is what I need. अगर आपको free में लग रहा है कि complex है तो I think ये token expire हो रहा है. तो you should I think pay up like $20, $50 कुछ नहीं होते simple prototype के लिए. If you go for annual, it will cost lower, but I think this is good enough. 10 million tokens is a great starting point. And you can build an app with like $20-25. At least prototype तो कर लोगे, basic idea. उसके बाद you can even click deploy and it will give you a public endpoint which you can share, keep updating and all that. It's very straightforward tool. I hope this idea was helpful for you. If you have liked this conversation, hit that thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and until next video, thank you.